All right, guys, I'm Michael Allen for Travel Costa Rica NOW.com, and I got the big cup for this one. I'm going to need the big cup, my old trusty one. Cracking everything. All right, man, we're going to be talking about everything gay in Costa Rica. Life in Costa Rica, living as a gay person in Costa Rica, the 101 of Costa Rica gay, the 411. I am not an observer in the gay world down here. I am a participant. 15 years, I kind of know things. And pretty much what I say on this video is pretty much gospel, okay? But a couple things we need to begin with. If you're new to the channel, you're going, hey, what's this do with the travel? You know, he's got a travel agency. Why is he talking like this? Well, I'll tell you why. Because when we first started making videos, traveling videos included, and living here videos, we promised ourselves that we were going to provide information regardless. That's why we've done videos on, let's say, finding weed. That's why we've done videos on prostitution, which is legal down here. We talk about things to inform you if you don't know about Costa Rica. So gay is down here, you know, and a lot of people, you know, if you don't live here, you don't know things about it. And I've been asked, you know, we have other gay, I think of my gayness about as much as you think of your straightness. I do not care. It's this much part of me. Whatever. I'm so over all that stuff. It doesn't even matter. I don't care what you think about it. All of it. It just doesn't matter. But people ask me about it, and I finally decided I got to do this video. I think the last time I made a gay themed video was when Costa Rica passed gay marriage, which was like a little over a year ago, I think. So a couple things first. If you are not interested in this video, please turn it off, because here's what's going to happen, man. If you do not know anything about the gay world, if you don't have friends in it, you don't know anything about it, you will probably unsubscribe to me after this video. You will probably have a hard time not going, wow, fuck, man, you said that was too much information. So if you're interested in kind of knowing, you know, by all means watch the video. But if it's just gonna, you know, please turn it off. It's just much better for everybody. But again, I feel like I have to make this video. It's been a long time. I have talked about traveling here as a gay person. I've talked about actually how to pick up guys. But those videos are actually kind of old. So please, not interested, click it off now. All right. A couple things I want to start out before I start. When I say boy, I'm not talking about illegal boys. I call everybody like boy. You know, I'm older, and that's just what I say. So I'm talking above 18. All right. When I say boy, all right. I also want to say again, I came down here with my partner D'Angelo. You've probably seen him in a lot of videos. We have not been together as a couple since 2010. Seriously, it's been 11 years. But we are so intertwined in each other's lives. No matter what, he's kind of still my number one. I don't know if that makes any sense. We have a very complicated life where we're just knee deep in each other's lives, but we do not live together, and we are not together officially. But anything I say on this video is not to offend him. So everything I talk about is going to be pretty much 2010 on after him. So, so we just, yeah. So D'Angelo, I mean, you know, we again, he's, no matter what happens, I think he's got my back and I got his. So, again, not to offend him at all. So, what else? All right, so let's get started. Let's kind of get started. If you don't know anything about gay in Costa Rica, I'm going to tell you everything. I have to, it's going to be better explained. I'm going to have to intertwine my life into it to kind of, because it's just easier to explain it to you through what I've been doing for the last, 15 years. So anyway, let's talk about the culture. So Costa Rica, they did pass into law, gay marriage is legal. It's been legal now for, again, a little over a year. But, so they still have pretty much this, they don't want to see gay really. They don't really want to see it. They don't care, but they don't want to see it. So, for instance, if I was to like kiss another guy in the park or something, they would have a feeling that I'm pushing my gayness on them. I'm forcing them to, forcing my gay on them, and they do not like that. Now, the great thing about Costa Rica is you will, even though they think that, it's very rare that they would come up to you and like say something about it. So that's kind of cool. So as a traveler, if you're traveling down here as a couple, you'll have no problems holding hands in Manuel Antonio on the beach. Nobody's really going to say anything. Even kind of San Jose, which, the city and all that, wouldn't really be a problem. I have held hands here in La Fortuna, but I can kind of take care of myself, and I almost dare you to say something in a sense. So traveling here, you can kind of do those things, and they're not really going to say anything to you. Now, that being said, there are some hateful people out in the world, and Costa Rica's got them too. So there could be that small percentage that somebody could say something. So you would kind of do that at your own risk. But again, gay marriage is legal, and it is this kind of we don't care, but we don't really want to see it thing. Very Catholic here. So, but a lot of places in the world are kind of have that kind of same view. I like it because, again, they don't come up to you. Now, I've been discriminated here about 4 times, and they were all very long time ago. I even have a video about it, I believe, in one of the bars. I have been discriminated. It does kind of happen. It can happen. It did happen. But again, it was all 4 of these, 3, 4, was a long time ago. And back then, I was, let's say, much more of a drinker. A little bit probably more aggressive, assertive, and maybe I deserved whatever happened. I don't know. But so again, I've been discriminated against, but again, long time ago. So what else? So again, if you're traveling here as a gay person, you're really not going to run into really any kind of problems like that. They're not going to come up to you. Now we're going to talk about the bar scene a little bit, right? San Jose's got there's a lot of gay bars there, man. We've actually we did a few videos on them. They're back in the archives, our gay videos. I do want to tell you something, a few things to give you some pointers. If you go into these bars, let's say there's a bar that's kind of known. It's been here for like 35 years. It's called Avispa, which means the wasp. It's been known for their Sundays for as long as I can remember. Sundays are their big day. Everybody goes there. It's fun, man. And actually, we do have that video, so go check it out. But so you go in there, you will be kind of marked, So you have a couple beers, you're starting to kind of woohoo, dancing around. All of a sudden, a guy you're like, wow, this dude is hot. He starts dancing with you. I hate to burst your bubble. It's not because you're freaking great looking. Don't be like going, wow, I'm looking good tonight. Look at who's coming up to me. No, dude. Now it's either a prostitution type thing, which, hey, it's legal here. Or he's gonna rob you. This actually happened. We actually have that story where our friend caught the guy trying to get his wallet out of his pocket, and that guy got thrown out. So be very leery of the guys in the bars. They know you're a gringo. They know you're coming to have fun. You're probably drinking a little bit. You're probably looking around on the prowl. And you know how we are, man. Blood only flows to one head at a time, man. We start making some bad decisions. So you take the guy back to your place, fine, whatever, man. You better nail down your stuff. It better be in safes, man. It better be in safes. Your wallet, your stuff, your computer, your phone, everything. But again, you're drinking, you're making some bad decisions. But if you go back to your room with this person, just be very, very leery. Make sure you have your wits about you. There's nothing wrong with taking the guy back, whatever, but have your wits about you. All right. So the bar scene's fun, man. There's a lot of fun bars down in San Jose. And the cool thing, just as a side note, I used to before social apps, before Grindr, and all these apps that you can. These aren't dating in the gay world. It's not a dating site. These are you want to fuck sites. So there wasn't anything like Grindr and stuff like that. So I actually have a video on how to pick up people. And the thing here is, the big joke here in Costa Rica is even the married guys have like 4 other girls on the side and 1 guy on the side. They individually, most of them have no problem with gay stuff as long as you don't mention it. So in other words, if you belly up to the bar and this guy is, he's by himself, you can kind of hit on him, a little bit. You just don't mention the word gay. Don't mention the word gay. Never talk about anything gay. Don't say, down here it's called pasivo, which is the bottom, and activo, which is the top. You don't say any of these words. You just kind of go, hey man, want to go back to my place for some beers? That's it. But you just don't do, if he's got friends around, you want to be careful not to do it that way. But the point is, there's a lot of straight people that do gay stuff down here. It's very kind of easy. I personally, I've been walking home. I've picked up many of people just, walking to my house, that, hey, come on, let's go. And yeah. So, a lot of people ask me about the HIV situation here. They have HIV or whatever, and they're worried about medications and stuff like that. I want to let everybody know I have 3 personal friends that have HIV, and all 3 of them, 2 of them are gringos, expat, guys, and then one is a Tico person, kid. It's very good here. You are taken care of. You're treated right. All of the medication is here. They try to stay up to date. So it's not really an issue that way. Now, I'm not sure how up to date. I'm not in that world really, so I don't really know the meds. Like if there's maybe something in the States that's a little better, I don't know if you can kind of get it here. But I'm just saying, as far as being treated right, and they're going to work with you, and that's not a problem down here if you have HIV and you're thinking about living here or whatever. It is not an issue. So just so you know that. Now, now for you guys thinking about maybe living here, let's say you're my age or, thereabouts, and you're gay and you're kind of wondering what's going on or how Costa Rica is. So all I can say is before the apps, before the Grinder and the, Scruff and all those, it's hard to say these things without sounding a little, arrogant or cocky, whatever. I've never had a problem picking up guys, ever. Whether it's in the bar, whether it's on social media. Before Grinder, I actually got a lot of play on Facebook. I would post a picture in my personal Facebook, and they would come out of the woodwork here. Now, there's a lot of, La Fortuna, my town, there's no gay bars really here, but there is tons of gay people here. It's almost like a kid in a candy store here. It's unbelievable to me how many gay kids, boys, all kinds of people here. So, for me, before the social apps, I already thought it was pretty easy. I had no problems, let's say, with getting laid or whatever. But on the onset of Grinder and all these these apps, it's just too easy. I mean, I even at my age, I guess I've lived here a long time. I can have sex pretty much any time I want it, for whatever reason. Now, I think it should be noted, I do not pay for sex, so nothing against it. I got no problem with that. Now, I've paid, when a boy's coming from like 2 hours away on a bus ride, I will give him bus fare. I've been talking to him for a long time, maybe he's spending the night, that kind of thing, and I got no problem, giving him, bus fare and things like that. But I'm talking about the actual exchange for money for sex. I just don't do that. Now, the reason I don't do that, it's more of a private matter, just because I don't find it hot. If the person doesn't find me hot, then I can't even really get excited about that. So that's why I could never really do that. I have nothing against, hey man, it's a business thing, whatever, it's cool, and it's easy to do down here. There's a lot of boys, even on Grindr and the apps, that you can, no matter how you look, no matter how out of shape you are, how old you are, you can definitely get people here. You could have somebody living with you in no time. I could have somebody moving in by this afternoon if I wanted to. Now, I like my life personally. for those of you who don't know, I was married before. I have, kids and stuff, and then the gay thing kind of just becomes overwhelming. So, but in my life, I've always gone from almost relationship. I mean, just one after another. I would already have a replacement actually when I broke up with somebody. So about 8 years ago, I had a boyfriend after D'Angelo. I'm still good friends with him now, but after we broke up, I decided, man, I got to be by myself and start handling my stuff, and dealing with my, let's say, issues. I had, drinking issues or whatever. So I've been by myself for 8 years and I freaking love it. So that's my problem. I actually love living by myself. I never did it, prior. It was always just, again, relationship after relationship. So I kind of like it now because, I've been in Fortuna so long. I've got the whole friends with benefits, there's Grindr, there's Taurus, and for whatever reason, it's just never been difficult for me to go that way or to get somebody into my house or into my bed, however you want to call it. So, but a lot of them do want to live with you. They do want to live with you. It's easy. So now, you can either pay for it, which a lot of people do. I have friends that do that too, and it's usually from Grindr, that kind of thing. But you are coming down. It's definitely, Costa Rica's not a third world country, but it's definitely a developing country. So I don't. Okay, this is a good example. Okay, so let's say, for instance, Grindr. Since I'm older now, I don't write anybody on Grindr. They have to write me first. I'm older. I'm not going to push myself on anybody. So that's kind of how I run my Grindr or getting hookups. So people have to write me first. And all I can tell you is I get a lot of boys, 18, 24, 33, whatever it is. And it's not like I'm looking for them, because I like, not to do TMI on you, but if you're passionate, you got a good personality, you're adventuresome, I kind of like you, already. I already like that. It doesn't matter how good looking you think you are, but if you have those things, to me, those are great qualities and very sexy in their own right. So I'm not necessarily looking for younger guys, but it is true that most older guys my age are looking for young guys. They're looking for the twink. They're looking for the 19-year-old. It's true. I'm sorry if you stayed this long in the video and that kind of stuff offends you, like, oh, you're taking advantage of these boys, and it's in our world is like that. I am a daddy in the gay world. So when they write me on Grindr, they say, hey, daddy, or Poppy, and they could be 19, 20. Poppy, that's a thing. That's actually a category in the gay world, in the gay culture. There's a lot of young guys that want to be with someone like me. Not all of them, not all of them, but enough of them where it's a thing. A daddy, the younger twink guy. And a lot of people my age that come down to Costa Rica that are, happen to be gay, they do seem to be looking for those young guys. And it is very easy. Because, again, how do you say this, right, this, it's not third world, but a lot of these, some of these kids don't have a whole lot of money sometimes, or they're trying to get started, or maybe they want you to help them with school, or they want you to buy them a phone or something, but they'll seek you out, too. So, again, if you don't understand the world, it's not like all these older guys like me prey on these kids. Actually, the kids, come to me. That is the gay world. So just, watch your throwing stones. So my problem is now I kind of like this life, having kind of, sex when I want. See ya. You got to go, man. It was fun, but you got to go. So if you are a gay guy and you are older, and let's say you're kind of out of shape, you will have no problem if you want, either picking up people, whether it's Grindr or whatever. Just be very careful, because it is, it is gold diggers. It is sugar daddy. A lot of that sugar daddy stuff. And a lot of you older guys like that stuff. And it's very, very easy here. So I don't know. I hope that wasn't too TMI-ish, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of a sense of kind of how Costa Rica is, and it really truly has changed with social apps. It's just too easy now. Matter of fact, I think it's going to hurt the gay world, because it is getting to be like that. Who's the better looking guy? Who's got the bigger dick? Who's got the nicer ass? Moving, revolving door, and it's, I don't know. I think it might do more damage, really. So I'm sure I might have missed something, but all I can, that is, you can run your life down here as a gay guy with really no problems. That's it, man. I hope this is really the last I do. Again, I'm like you. You're not making a straight video, right? But again, I promised people that I would inform, whether it's living here or traveling here. So that is oh wait, I had a couple more things. Maybe that's it. Hey man, if you're gay or you've have some sort of experiences here, or you want to add something, please comment or whatever, because it helps other people, trying to make decisions. All the information you can provide if you are a gay man, or if you're a lesbian. Sorry, I'm not a lesbian, so I can't really say too much about that world. But again, comment, man. Let people know. Help people out. Help people out. Anyway, guys, I'm Michael Allen, Travel Costa Rica NOW.com. Peace, guys. Don't let me catch you on Grindr.